A fantastic idea. I mean, the amount of times I log on and a buddy's not there or whatever, now I can fill that gap. And who needs friends anymore, right? So, there was a lot in that. I want to talk specifically first about the Dark Citadel, because as a guy that's into his endgame activities, that's a really creative way to bring players together and actually work things out. So tell us, what actually will players have to do inside Dark Citadel to earn some rewards, get through it alive?
So it's really a unique model for us. And again, Dark Citadel is built towards endgame. And we're doing more in Vessel of Hatred to push players through the campaign and then into the endgame, where we think some of the best content is. So Dark Citadel will require at least 2 players to get through, and requires a lot of communication between players to overcome challenges. Every week there's going to be updated rewards, so there's always a reason to go back and do it again, because there's going to be some new stuff in there, including one very big fan-requested feature, which is our Scroll of Retempering. So no more brick items. You'll be able to apply the scroll and get all new tempering charges on that item. So I know everyone's very excited about that, and Dark Citadel is the best place to go to get that.
Excellent. Well, there is a lot in that, but it isn't the only thing that you're launching on October 8th, so what else we got to look forward to?
Yeah, so on October 8th, we're also going to be launching Season 6 alongside Vessel of Hatred. And Season 6 is going to have a ton of content that's bespoke. It's totally separate and unique to Season 6, and it's going to be free for all Diablo 4 players, which is awesome.
Nice.
We're going to be talking a lot more about the details of the content of Season 6 in the coming months, but there's not going to just be new content coming in Season 6. Alongside Season 6 and Vessel of Hatred, we also have major character progression updates coming to Diablo 4.
I'm going to have to ask for some specifics, surely. You're teasing me too much. What else you got?
Yeah. So if you're familiar or you've played Season 4 Loot Reborn, you know we did a lot of itemization changes that kind of fundamentally altered a lot about how you're playing the game and how you're getting rewards. The scope of the character progression changes that are coming in Season 6 it's the same. Like, it's the same grand scale. There's a lot of changes coming to character progression, a lot of improvements coming. I'd love to talk a little bit about the goals, and also a little bit about some Paragon changes that are coming with the character progression updates. Yeah, so really when we were thinking about these changes, we took a bird's eye view and we wanted to think about how can we make put the power in the player's hands of how they want to interact with the challenge that Diablo 4 provides in the game. We wanted to make sure that you could opt in to your challenge level that you're comfortable with, so that you can set your own pace in any activity throughout all of Diablo 4. And so we've applied, basically, you know, if you've played Season 4 Loot Reborn, or you've played some in Season 5, you might be familiar with the Profane Mind Cage. That's an item that allows you in the Hell Tides to up the level of the monsters, up the difficulty, but you get more rewards as well. And we've kind of applied that philosophy throughout all of Diablo 4. You can kind of opt into your own challenge and then get more stuff because of it.
Sick.
And then alongside that, we also have a lot of changes coming to Paragon. We wanted to add depth and choice to the Paragon system, but we know that it's pretty daunting for some people, right? So we wanted to make sure that while we were doing that, we weren't increasing the complexity, right? We want to make sure that it's still very, that it's an approachable thing, but there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. And I could go on forever and ever and ever about this for hours. But we're going to have a lot more details in a developer live stream on August 29th. We're going to have a campfire chat where we're going to be talking all about the specifics of these things.
Awesome. I'm absolutely buzzing to see it.
I mean, the best way to phrase it is like what Season 4 did to loot, Season 6 will do to progression.
Excellent.
And the thing too, but just go back to the Party Finder, like there's things that people look at, like what's part of the expansion and what's not. Party Finder is coming to the game, not just to the expansion. So,
oh, great.
And what's great about it is not only can you access it through the social menu that you can see, or you can access it through your remote wheel, you can actually access it from the map. So when you say, oh, I'm going to go do this dungeon, you can say, and list it as a party that people come join me in this dungeon. So it's a feature that's going to apply to the entire game.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I should also mention, in addition to Dark Citadel, we have another mode that we're bringing to the table, which is called Undercity. And Undercity is a time dungeon where you want to beat it before the timer runs out. And that mode has modifiable rewards. So you get these things called tributes, and depending on which tribute you use, you can modify and scale your rewards with the difficulty. It's a really cool mode. We're really excited. And one of the reasons we built these 2 modes is this concept of new ways to play. Right? People love our game. They love Nightmare Dungeons. They love Whispers. They love Helltides. But what we really want to do is make sure we have enough canvas so that every user can find something that is uniquely suited to them. And that's what New Ways to Play is all about.
Me and my friends, we just love being able to have a bit of choice, which is really fun in Infernal Hordes in the current season, for example, and being able to tailor exactly how messed up we want this level to get is really fun. So the fact that it's getting applied to more aspects of Diablo that's awesome to hear. But between now and the Season 6 launch and Vessel of Hatred, what other activities can players get up to whilst they wait?
I mean, really, it's jumping into Season 5. You know, like you were talking about, Season 5 continues the pace of Season 4. You can level up really fast. It's very exciting. The Infernal Hordes is a great new mode. Which
so
is like
fun.
It's sort of a horde mode where wave after wave are coming after you. You can go and fight the Fell Council to get your rewards from that. But that's really the big thing. And just even if you haven't played through the campaign yet, that's one of the nice things about on the Vessel of Hatred is that it is a continuation of that story. So where Neyrelle left at the end of the game, you can pick that story up and you get to continue and play. So if you haven't played through the campaign yet, now's a great time. And I would be, I have to also do the pitch, right? Like,
Go on.
It's an awesome time to pre-purchase the expansion. One of the things we had some great incentives before, where you get the new cat mount, you get new armor, you get pets now, you have snow leopard and the tiger that'll follow you around and pick up stuff for you. But with last night, we actually added 2 more, where not only do you have angel wings that we had before, we added demon wings last night. So if you've already,
Yes.
So if you've already pre-purchased, you'll get your demon wings are coming or they're there. But it's a good time. And then we actually added with the Deluxe and the Ultimate Edition, we've actually added 1 month of Ultimate Game Pass. So if you haven't, jumped in yet, or if you want to add an extra month onto your subscription, pick up, the pre-purchase, and you'll get an extra month. And I already got my code last night. I watched the show, got back to my hotel room, and there was my code for a month of Ultimate. So it was awesome.
Now you got to find some other games to play while you're on that as well.
Yeah, well,
in between Diablo.
Is that possible? I don't know if that's possible.
That's true. I mean, I've already put in quite a few hours into the current season, and it's so much fun as is, and I just can't wait to see the Season 6 drop as well, and Vessel's looking great, new class as well. I mean,
Thank you so much.
I don't know what else I'm going to play in the meantime. You guys have just killed all my free time.
Well, it's great. When it's the nice things is we have a demo on the booth here. Here we have the whole Hantu corrupted, temple, and it's actually got a 20-minute demo of the Spiritborn. And what's great about it is you go in and you can pick whether you want to be a gorilla type or a centipede type or a jaguar type or an eagle type based on the Spirit Guardians. But then when it sort of clicks in after you played it for a little bit, like, wait, these aren't 4 different classes. This is one class with this amount of variety that I can apply to it. And so you can go in and double down on the Jaguar. Like my shirt says, like, if you can be a Jaguar, be a Jaguar, right? Like, but you also can be, you can mix and match. You can be half centipede, half gorilla, and create really cool mixtures and unique play styles. And so, it's really exciting to watch people get their hands on. This is the first place that, outside of press and content creators, people have been able to play, and it's been fun just to watch them play.
Well, half centipede and half gorilla is a disturbing image to end on, but thanks a lot. You're going to stick around because we need to talk about that. Rex, Aislinn, thanks so much for joining us. Changing gears now, though, we are, for those of you who have been counting down the days to September's Diablo Immortal major update, we've got a sneak peek at the making of Immortal's hellish bosses, including the rebirth of the Dark Lord of Terror himself.